Hey guys, it's Emily Bliss Holler from Coldwell, Banker, Gundaker, Lake St. Louis, EB Holler Homes. I have my dad here with us today, William Bliss, aka Papa Bliss. Hey Dad, how are you today?
I just came from the dentist. I'm not so great.
Well, so we are here to kind of talk about some yearly, monthly maintenance. Can you go through, we kind of have a list, we have some bullet points of some things we can talk about to kind of help you guys get ahead of that home maintenance. What would be, I mean, you could use my house as an example. I'll take the shame of being a 20-year homeowner and still forgetting to do some things. What could you discuss?
Well, with all the cold weather in these houses lately, or the cold weather outside lately, it's important to keep humidity up in your house because bloody noses and cracking woodwork and all kinds of things. Make sure the humidifiers are turned on, meaning the water turned on to them, that the filters have been cleaned, and if you have humidifiers, and that the water is running through them properly and going down the drain. Change your furnace filters at the same time. They should be changed probably monthly in this kind of weather because your house is closed out. Check your air vents and stuff in your house because you're moving a lot of air through the house because the furnace runs pretty much non-stop when it's as cold as it's been.
What about like toilets, faucets, leaky,
Yeah.
I mean anything like that?
Well, in really cold weather like we've been having, and it gets below zero, you should leave water running in the house because you sure don't want any frozen pipes. And if you lose power, you called me one night when it was 12 below or whatever and said, we're out of power. And I said, well, get your water running because if it's not running, the pipes could freeze. So thankfully you got your electricity back fairly quickly.
Right. And faucets, sometimes what, does the washer get loose and then
They
it
get
starts to
clogged
drip?
up with lime from our water because it's fairly heavy chemicals and they get all clogged up. And that's what you see in your humidifier as well, all that lime that's in the water unless you have a water softener or something.
So we all have washers and dryers.
Right.
Dryers. Probably taking out the lint often is probably well advised.
Almost
correct?
daily. If you're using the dryer daily, clean it out daily. Clean out the lint filter as you pull it out of the washer and then check the main vent outside once a week or so to make sure it's not all clogged up from stuff accumulating on the little veins that open up when it blows out. You can buy a drill too at Lowe's. They sell a kit to clean out your vent. Run it all the way through.
Yeah, and I know sometimes they say too with the washers to to look at the kinks, if there's any kinks in that coil.
Sure, in the
Sometimes
liner.
if you get too much dust and rust on there, then you're gonna end up having a leak. And
Pull your dryer out once in a while and clean out all the dust bunnies underneath. It would be a good idea. So,
Right.
yeah.
And then plumbing. I know a lot of people just think it's okay to put whatever they want down their drain.
No, not at all. No oils, no fats. You know, I can't take the bacon grease and pour it down there. That's really bad for the pipes, and it just clogs them up so bad that you'll be trying to use Drano and don't use Drano.
Yeah,
so.
we had this conversation, no Drano. I love Drano because we have lots of hair in our house, but it actually in the long run will damage your pipes. So there are other natural alternatives.
Most of the pipes
that you can
anymore are PVC, but it's very corrosive.
So I know for me, when we're listing houses, we're kind of coming across a lot of foggy windows, condensation in windows. What is something somebody can do to kind of keep up on the windows?
Well, just check for caulking and stuff around the windows, but if you see that they're getting foggy or filmy looking, chances are you've got a broken seal and they should be replaced.
So yeah,
as quickly as you can because it will.
Well, it's going to cost you a lot more money on your utilities too if you've got drafty windows.
If it's really not doing the job, you know.
So the other big things are roofs and gutters. So, with a lot of hail damage, wind damage, whatnot, how can people kind of tell if they need to call in a roofing professional?
Well, at the bottom of your downspout, if you see a lot of gravel that's come off of the roof shingles, then that's a good sign that you've got some problems, that they're getting worn rather fast. Leaves that clog up the gutters. Ice will really clog up the gutters this time of year. And then you get water running back up underneath the roof, which will damage the roof and get in your house most likely if it gets too long. So try to remove snow from your gutters if you can reach them. If you can't, then you're just going to have to wait for it to melt.
And putting like when the spring comes around and things start to bloom, and fall when things start to fall, to put the gutter guards in to keep all the
leaves and
the
stuff
debris
out.
from out of it, so they don't clog up and back up water in your house.
That's right.
So, I mean, those are all pretty good tips. I would say that we've hit some really good points on keeping up with home maintenance. You know, these are just small little tips to keep up with. I know when we get to listing homes, some of these end up to be really big items because they haven't been kept up with. So keeping up with your yearly, monthly maintenance is huge, and it's going to save you guys money in the long run. So if you have any questions, give us a call, talk to us. But this is Evie Holler Home. This is the #LoveYourHome series, and we will see you guys next Friday. Take care.